So, you're thinking about moving to Maryland, but you're not quite sure what county, city, or even suburb would best fit your family. Well, today we're going to take a look at some of the top places to live in Prince George's County. Now, this is according to niche.com. So some of you are going to feel differently about this list, right? But we're also going to jump into Google Maps just to see where these places are located. And if you stay to the end, which I really hope you do, we're going to take a look at some of the houses in each of these areas, really just to see what you can get for what price in those areas. So we're going to get to that. Stay tuned right after this. Hey, if this is your first time to my channel, let me start by saying thank you for being here. And look, if you want to know everything there is to know about living in Maryland and the surrounding counties, I'd love for you to like, subscribe, and tap that bell notification. I make videos like this every week, and I want you to be the first to know what's happening right here in the Maryland real estate market. My name is Sabrina. I am your local Maryland realtor, and I get calls, texts, and emails all the time from people looking to relocate to Maryland or to move within Maryland and the District of Columbia. So look, whether you are looking to move in 30 days or in 3 months, please don't hesitate to give me a call. I would love to help you make that magical move to Maryland. So as I mentioned, we're going to be talking about some of the top places to live in Prince George's County, according to niche.com. Now, they had a number of places listed, I think ranging from number 1 all the way to, I think, 20 or more. I selected 10 from the list. And I'm going to start pretty much the way they had them ranked on niche.com. And number 10, I'm going to start from the bottom, is Fort Washington, Maryland. Fort Washington, Maryland is a suburb of Washington, D.C., with a population of about 26,000 people, and it is in Prince George's County, Maryland. So if you're looking for that kind of rural feeling, yet close to the city, then Fort Washington, Maryland may be the place for you. There are beautiful homes in Fort Washington, tree-lined streets as well, and they have a number of parks in Fort Washington, Maryland. They also, I don't know if you know, but they're home to the Rosecroft Raceway. They also have the National Golf Club. You can kayak on the Potomac River, and also the well-known skating rink, Tucker Road Ice Skating Rink. So they do have a number of activities right there in Fort Washington. There are plenty of eateries there, places to eat. You can do a little shopping in Fort Washington as well. But the homes are beautiful. They have homes in upwards of millions of dollars in Fort Washington, Maryland. The median home price or value in Fort Washington at this time is approximately $444,000. Niche gave them a score of a B+. So, again, some people may feel differently, but Fort Washington was number 10 on the list. Also, Fort Washington is literally minutes from the National Harbor. So that's another big perk for people living near that area or living in Fort Washington. They have easy access to the National Harbor. They also have easy access to, probably within an hour, of all of the airports, the BWI, IAD, and also DCA airport, which all of them are about 1 hour away. So that's Fort Washington, Maryland, one of the best places to live in Prince George's County. Next on the list is number 9, Glendale, Maryland. Glendale is a suburb of Washington, D.C., with a population of about 15,244 residents. It is located right in Prince George's County, Maryland. Now, if you're looking for that rural charm and suburban convenience, then Glendale may be the place for you. It's located just 14 miles northeast of Washington, D.C. Glendale provides a peaceful lifestyle while being close to the amenities of nearby cities. Glendale also offers the scenic landscapes, historic sites, and spacious neighborhoods. It is perfect for those who want quiet, family-friendly atmosphere with easy access to major roads like Route 193 and Route 450. Glendale offers a relaxed environment with a strong sense of community. This area is home to many parks, historic estates, and a mix of new and established neighborhoods. The median home price for Glendale is approximately $493,000, and niche.com has given them a score of B+. So number 8 on the list of best places to live in Prince George's County is Brock Hall. Brock Hall is a suburb of Washington, D.C., with a population of about 12,500 residents there. It is located in Prince George's County. Brock Hall offers residents a sparse suburban feel, and most residents there are owners of their home as well. In Brock Hall, there are a lot of parks, there are a lot of treed streets, and many families and young professionals live right there in Brock Hall. One of the reviewers said that it's a nice and quiet suburban area. Not much happens around there, but it's the best place I know to move to. Again, there are ample amounts of schools and bus stops that make it convenient for both parents and kids alike. Brock Hall, the home price or medium home price in Brock Hall is about $568,000, and niche.com overall score for Brock Hall is a B+. Number 7 is going to be Greenbelt, Maryland. Greenbelt is a suburb of Washington, D.C., with a population of about 24,650 residents, and it is located in Prince George's County, Maryland. Living in Greenbelt kind of gives you that urban-suburban mix feel. And while most of the residents are homeowners, there is probably about 30% of the population are actually renters in Greenbelt, Maryland. Greenbelt is home to many different parks, coffee shops, and other smaller boutique stores, as well as some other retail eateries right in that neighborhood. It is also home of the Eleanor Roosevelt High School, which is a very well-known high school in Prince George's County, Maryland. The median home value in Greenbelt, Maryland is about $258,300, and the overall score that niche.com gave Greenbelt, Maryland is an A-. Number 6 on the list is Bowie, Maryland. So Bowie, Maryland is a suburb of Washington, D.C., with a population of close to 58,000 residents. Bowie is located in Prince George's County. Now, living in Bowie, Maryland offers residents a sparse suburban feel, and most residents there own their own homes. There are many attractions and recreational options right there in Bowie, Maryland. They have a lighted skate park, an indoor ice arena, over 70 miles of bike trails, tennis courts, more than 100 athletic fields, several parks, a golf course, Bowie Baysock Stadium, home of the AA Minor League affiliate of the Baltimore Orioles, a Six Flags theme park, a large amusement park just outside of Bowie. Bowie, Maryland has some really amazing homes, and I will eventually take you to see some of these homes in all of these areas. But it has a bit of affluence to it, if you will. You know, people that live in Prince George's County or surrounding counties, we know about the city of Bowie. So if you can get in at a good price, Bowie, Maryland is probably one of those places where people want to be, and that's why it is number 6 on the list. The median home value for Bowie, Maryland, according to niche.com, is about $419,000, and niche.com gave them an overall score of an A-. Number 5 is going to be Cheverly, Maryland. Cheverly, Maryland is a suburb of Washington, D.C., with a population of about 6,132 residents. Cheverly is in Prince George's County, and living in Cheverly offers residents a dense suburban feel, and most of the residents there own their own homes. Cheverly is immediately east of Washington, D.C. It has a metro stop, a community center, a farmer's market, a swim and tennis club, and several playgrounds right in the area. The community is family oriented and very friendly. Cheverly is almost entirely residential, with heavily treed neighborhoods and mostly single-family, two-story dwellings. Homes in Cheverly generally date from the 1920s to the 1990s. Cheverly also has an ordinance to help maintain the quality of community life. The median home value in Cheverly is about $471,646, and niche.com gave Cheverly a score of A-. Number 4 is going to be West Laurel, Maryland. West Laurel is a suburb of Washington, D.C., with a population of about 4,332 residents. West Laurel is in Prince George's County, Maryland, and most of the residents there do own their own homes. West Laurel, Maryland is a quiet, unincorporated village with a suburban feel, and it's known for its parks and riverside activities. Situated between Baltimore and Washington, D.C., and it's also close to major transportation routes, including the Baltimore-Washington Parkway and Interstate 95. There are also a number of things to do in West Laurel. They have some eateries there. Even though it's a smaller town, they have eateries, attractions like art venues, festivals, and farmers markets. The median home price in West Laurel is about $455,000, and niche.com gave them a score of an A-. So coming in at number 3 on the list is going to be Berwyn Heights. Berwyn Heights is a suburb of Washington, D.C. With a population of about 3,312 residents. Berwyn Heights is located in Prince George's County, Maryland. Now, residents are living in about 1,050 single-family homes on the hillsides of the Indian Creek Valley. Shaded by mature trees, the houses comprise a variety of architectural styles, from ornate Victorians and craftsman bungalows of the late 19th and early 20th century to the split levels and ramblers of the 1950s and the 1960s. Now, the town is sometimes called the Mayberry of Washington suburbs. Because of its small size, people often know each other. They chat across fences and they help each other out. There are also many volunteers right from the area as it relates to community organizations and events. Despite the small size, the town offers a full slate of municipal services. The police department is staffed to provide 7-day around-the-clock police protection, ensuring one of the lowest crime rates in the region. Now, one of the biggest selling points are the parks that surround Berwyn Heights, including Greenbelt National Park, Lake Artemisia, and the Anacostia Trail system. They offer year-round opportunities for hiking, biking, and nature watching. The median home price in Berwyn Heights is about $455,000, and Niche gave them a score of A-. Coming in at number 2, Fairwood, Maryland. So Fairwood is a suburb of Washington, D.C., with a population of about 7,653 residents. Fairwood is located in Prince George's County, Maryland, and most of the residents there own their own homes. You will find some tree-lined streets in Fairwood, and it also gives residents that small town feel with a suburban and rural mix as well. Fairwood is a diverse and welcoming community in Prince George's County, Maryland, and it's located on a historic, picturesque parcel of suburban land. There are a number of things to do in Fairwood. Some of the amenities include park and trails. Fairwood has a well-maintained park and walking trails for outdoor activities. There's also shopping centers. A centrally located shopping center provides easy access to everyday services. Fairwood has a community center, the Fairwood Community Center, with pools and amenities right there in the area. They have nearby schools, including Fairwood Elementary School, as well as public transportation. The New Carlton Metro Station on the Orange Line is about 4 miles from the center of Fairwood, and the Metro bus runs from Fairwood Parkway and Annapolis Road to the station. They also have a community group, the Fairwood Community Group, FCG, which helps promote the community connections, quality of life, and neighborhood improvements. Now, the median home price in Fairwood is $668,200, and Niche.com gave them an overall rating of A. Coming in at number 1, University Park. University Park is a suburb of Washington, D.C., with a population of about 2,610 residents. University Park is in Prince George's County, and majority of the residents there do own their homes. University Park has that small town feel where there are a lot of different little coffee shops and parks right in that community. University Park is a small, picturesque community of 923 single-family homes with 2,300 residents, situated along the Route 1 corridor of northwestern Prince George's County, Maryland. The town has its own municipal government and provides police and sanitation services. A large wooded park, tennis courts, and playing fields are all maintained by the town. University Park Elementary School is a special point of pride for the residents. Only 2 miles east of the national capital, with easy access to Capitol Beltway and 2 metro stations, University Park provides an attractive location for commuters. It's also adjacent to the University of Maryland. The median home value is about $586,000, and Niche has given University Park an overall grade of A+. So there you have it. The top places to live in Prince George's County, Maryland, according to Niche.com. And if you live here or you live near the area, maybe you think a little differently, right? Maybe you think the order should have been changed in some way. But whatever the case may be, this hopefully, help you see a little bit about these different areas. And if you're thinking about even considering moving in any of these areas, of course, we could dig deeper to find out what would best fit you. But I also want you to consider something. Think about the population. Most of these areas with a small condensed population are higher up on the list. And I'm sure that plays a part in that, right? When we talk about crime and we're talking about those types of things, the smaller the population sometimes, the less likely some of these things are going to happen. So again, most of the smaller populations were higher up on the list. And I'm sure there's reasons for that. But either way, again, I hope this helped you in some way. I hope it gave you some insight that maybe you did not have, and maybe even put some of these areas on your radar that you hadn't thought of before. Either way, my name is Sabrina. I am your local realtor here in Maryland and the surrounding areas. And if you are looking for some help or you are really considering a move, I would love for you to contact me. My information is down below. Until next time, bye for now.